So make yourself as comfortable as possible. Coming into whatever position feels right for you. You might take a seated position if your body is feeling energized. You might lie down in a supported Shavasana. You might be in a comfortable seat or couch. You might be in your bed. If it's not comfortable for you to lie on your back, take a position on your side. It's not posture specific, more comfort specific for your unique body. And as we begin to prepare for Yoga Nidra, be aware that every perception you experience, every sensation, thought, emotion, or sound that is here is going to help you. It's helpful for deepening into the practice, as each is this pointer from beyond, bringing you back to your true nature. So begin now to be aware of every perception, each and every perception that you are experiencing now, in this moment. The sense of the room, sounds around you. Letting all your senses be wide open. And during the practice of Yoga Nidra, you may experience the tendency of your mind to drift as it becomes identified with a thought, an image, and feeling. And as we build this ability to be more one-pointed, you may notice these thoughts. And in the moment of noticing, you might find yourself not getting identified with them. They're just thoughts drifting across the screen of your mind, just another object or thing that you are noticing in your awareness. So Yoga Nidra is a time you can learn to recognize when you have become identified with a thought, with an image, a memory, and all of a sudden you recognize that you're daydreaming or even sleeping, identified with whatever is arising. And through that, we recognize that awareness is here the entire time, the whole time. It's this background in which everything, your experience arises. Awareness is this ever-present background of a spacious presence in which every thought and emotion and feeling, every daydream unfolds, arises, moves and passes away. So during Yoga Nidra, feel yourself in each moment being lured to feel back into that spacious presence, back into an awareness. So feeling your way into this spacious ground of presence. That's not something that you are doing. It is doing itself. It is being itself. And during your Yoga Nidra, you may come upon feelings of comfort or discomfort. And when you do encounter a comfort or discomfort, understand that you are learning how to meet it. Greeting it at the door of your guest house. Welcoming it in. And while our first impulse might be to refuse its entry, as our brain comes into that scanning for perceptions of danger, or we might try to change it or make it different. As we deepen into our Yoga Nidra, we learn to welcome it as a messenger sent from beyond, which is here to bring you a message and to reveal your very presence, to reveal an underlying peace or equanimity that's always here, even during your most difficult moments. So to learn to welcome each sensation, each perception during Yoga Nidra as a messenger that's here to teach you, to bring you back to your true nature. And during Yoga Nidra, recognize the tendency of the mind to want to change sensations and emotions and discomfort. Simply note this as a fact. It's simply the tendency of the mind. So welcome this tendency too, so that you find yourself being a radical acceptance of everything that arises in your experience. So be aware of the room around you. Be aware of your surroundings. And a sense of this space as a warm and comfortable, safe environment where you are here among friends through the interwebs, through this community of Kundalini House, in a community that supports you to go deeply into your understanding of yourself and your true nature. So sense the floor beneath you. Feel the air that caresses your skin. Maybe you could be like 5 or 10% more comfortable. If you could do something now that would bring you a deeper sense of comfort. And if you do experience discomfort during the practice, welcome the discomfort as a messenger. Sometimes it's just a messenger moving through, but if it stays, it may be inviting you to adjust your body in some manner. So be responsive to the messengers that arrive without a reaction, just simply listening to what they have to say and respond in a manner that feels appropriate and harmonious. The beautiful delight of this practice of Yoga Nidra is that everything we experience is an aspect of Yoga Nidra and an awakening to our deepest knowing. So take a moment here to call in your heartfelt desire, what you want more than anything else in the world, what expresses to your truth, who you are, what gifts you're here to share, what magic you're here to weave. And inquire into what brings you to this moment of all the places we could be right now. What brings us to this here and now? What is your heart's deepest desire that has brought you here to this moment? So if this practice was radically fruitful and effective, what is your heart's deepest longing that would come true as a result of doing your Yoga Nidra right now? And this heartfelt desire might be a statement, it might be a prayer, it might be an affirmation. Again, it might be for yourself, for your community, for the world, the whole globe. It might be for an animal, for the universe, or for peace and joy in the world. And as you feel into your heartfelt desire, your deepest longing, phrase it in the present tense, in that positive language, as that statement of fact that's already true. So it's not something for a future time, right here, right now. So examples might be, my thoughts, speech, and actions are aligned. I express truth in every moment with love, compassion, and kindness. I serve guided by my divine highest forms. And then set it aside so that we'll come back to it later, towards the end of the practice. And call in an intention that supports your heartfelt desire, created by specific commitments and agreements with yourself. It might be to stay awake and aware through the practice. It might be to be fully curious, to be welcoming to all the messages that arrive. Other examples are, I am enjoying perfect health. I'm in a life-changing and successful career. My work with the community is helping them profoundly. I meditate daily. My meditation, my yoga nidra enriches every aspect of my life. I'm at my perfect weight. My relationship is a source of harmony and joy. I'm thriving. So take a moment and affirm in the present tense with positive language your intention for our practice. And now take a moment to find what we call your inner resource, a safe place in your imagination. Could be a room, a meadow, a place at the beach, somewhere that you've been to before, or a new place, an imagined place. A special place that when you are here, you feel completely comfortable. You feel safe, protected, and at ease. You feel at peace. This is a place where when you are here, you can deeply rest and relax. So taking a few moments to envision such a place and feel how being here acts on your body and mind. Use your spontaneous imagination and have a felt sense of what's here. What kind of things do you see? Do you hear? Do you smell? What can you taste and touch? You might bring in various objects or animals or people or other things that you can see and touch and smell. There may be friends here. And when you are here with them, you feel totally supported. You feel valued for who you are, just as you are. Or there might be someone here who's a wisdom figure, a wise person, or a power animal. And each time we practice Yoga Nidra, we visit this place. Allow it to become a safe haven, which you can visit whenever you experience the need to feel safe, feel protected, feel comfortable and relaxed. And during your Yoga Nidra, should you feel stressed by an emotion, an image, a thought that arises in your awareness, step back into your special place. Step back into your inner resource and feel relaxed and feel safe, feel grounded, feel at ease. And then when you feel ready, You might step back into that emotion, that thought or memory, and begin welcoming it into your awareness. Or you might just simply step into the practice wherever we are and work through the practice. Know that you can call on this inner resource at any time when you need to feel safe, secure, and at ease at any time during our practice. And now allow my words to become your words as we guide our attention around the physical body. Come to your mouth. Sense all the structures of the mouth. The walls, the floor, the roof of the mouth. Meet and greet each sensation as it unfolds in your awareness. If your mind wanders, gently bring it back to the sensations of the mouth, the tongue. Feel the tip of the tongue, the middle, the root of the tongue, the underside of the tongue, where it meets the floor of the mouth. You might touch the tip of the tongue to the roof of your mouth, and other structures, the inside of your teeth, your gums, and sense the tactile sensations that come into awareness. And then allow the tongue to just float free. Feel the residue of that vibration at the roof of the mouth, the teeth and the lips. We are not trying to change anything. We're not trying to relax. Just sensing pure sensation. Feel the entire mouth, the lips, the jaw, the tongue, the mouth. All the sensations melting into one, into the other. And then trace a line of sensation from the inside of the mouth into the inner ears. It might start just as a sense of dullness or sensation from inside the mouth into the inner ears and out towards the outer structure of your ears. In your mind's eye, you might imagine a vast canal inside the ear, this soft, velvety pathway. As you enter into this field of sensation, feeling your way through the inner ear, out towards the ripples, the folds and valleys of the outer structure of your ears. Allow your eyes to soften so that you feel into the ears. And then give up the visual of the ears and just stay with that felt first-hand experience of your ears. And that hollow sensation in the back of the ears, through the inner ears, into the mouth. And follow the flow of tactile sensation from the mouth and the ears into the nose and the cheeks. And up into the eyes. Feel the tactile sensation of the eyes floating in the socket. Sense the base of the eye, the temple, the brow. The back of the eyes. The space in front of the eyes. The sensation of both eyes together, these orbs, spheres. As these spheres or orbs, a sensation of mounting and becoming one field of sensation. And sense the forehead, the sensation of the forehead into the upper scalp, the crown of the head, and the sensation into the back of the head and the back of the neck. And come back to your eyes and sense back behind the eyes as if you were traveling along the optic nerves into the brain and all through the brain and into the back of the head, the neck. And feel the left side of the head and the subtle sensation inside the left side of the brain and cavity. And the right side of the head and the brain. Feeling both sides of the brain together and include the mouth, the ear, the eyes, the scalp, and the inner contents of the brain. Feel the whole brain and head together, experiencing them melting one into the other. Simply feeling this pure sensation flowing throughout the head and down into the neck and into the shoulders. And follow the flow of sensation down into the shoulders and into the arms, sensing the upper arms, elbows, the lower arms, the sensation through the wrist, the palms of the hand, pure sensation at the palms of your hand, the fingers, the fingertips, the spaces between the fingers, the whole hand, the whole arm, from the tips of the fingers to the shoulders, both arms together. Sensation of both arms simultaneously. And feel your way come into the throat, the base of the throat. sensation in the notch, the base of your throat, where the chest and the throat come together. Be present to the felt sense of sensation throughout your whole neck. The flow of sensation from the neck into the upper torso. The upper chest is a sphere of sensation. The front of the chest, all the way through into the upper back, into the side walls of the chest, the rib cage, through the middle of the torso, the sphere of the lower torso, the front wall of your abdomen, the back wall of the lower back, two side walls of sensation. And bring attention into the pelvis. Sense the bowl of the pelvis as a sphere of radiant sensation. Sense the front of the pelvis, the sacrum, and the side walls of the pelvis. Feel the whole pelvis as a sphere of sensation. Let your attention flow into the hips. The fluid flow of sensation from the pelvis down into the hips. Streaming sensation down into the legs. Flowing into the upper thighs. Into the knees. Into the lower leg. Ankles. The heel. The top of the foot. The soles of the foot. Toes. The tips of the toes. All the toes together. The whole feet together. The whole legs together. From the tips of the toes to your hips. Sensing the pelvis and both legs together. Lower body. The upper body. The left side of the body. The right side of your body. The whole body. The whole body. A symphony of sensation. Feel the whole body as a radiant sphere of sensation. A feeling of wholeness, Be aware of the body breathing itself, the gentle rise, the breath in, breath out, without controlling or manipulating the breath in any way. Simply be aware of the breath. Feel the gentle falling of the abdomen. And the subtle energetic flow of sensation and feeling. Experience how the feeling is during inhalation and exhalation. Simply sensing the differences of feeling and sensation during your exhalation and during your inhalation. What is the feeling it evokes in your body? Not trying to figure out anything. Just pure experiencing. And take a moment here to state and claim your deepest longing, your heartfelt desire, what you want more than anything else in the world. State and claim your intention for your practice, perhaps new intentions of forming for future practices. And call in your inner resource, that place of safety, of sanctuary, of calm and ease. Beginning to visualize and drawing in that felt sense of your inner sanctuary, your safe haven, your space of well-being. And see how it acts on your body and mind when you call in your inner resource. Ever so gently now, as we let go of our practice of virus, knowing that it continues at all times, beginning to draw our attention outwards again, beginning to first find the sense of ground by being present to the felt sense of the meeting points between your body and the floor, the meeting points between your body and the support beneath you. Once you've established that sense of ground, let your attention travel to the periphery of your body, bringing some movement to the fingers, to the toes. You might like to swallow a few times. You might like to trace your teeth with your tongue. And when you feel ready, let the movement become a little bit more. Know that you can stay where you are if you like in this space, but if you'd like to join us as we take a mudra to close. When you're ready, bring more movement through the wrists, the ankles. You might gently roll your head side to side. You might begin to stretch the arms up overhead, stretching out. You might extend out through your legs, drawing your knees in towards your chest, hugging your knees. You might rock a little here, back and forward, side to side. And when you feel ready, find yourself rolling to your right side if you have the space, otherwise left side's fine. Take a moment to acknowledge your commitment to your self-care today. Acknowledging those that share the space through this practice, connected through the interweb. Acknowledging the teachings, these ancient teachings, and acknowledging country, the land that you find yourself on. To give thanks to the Merry Merry clan of the Wurundjeri people of the Kulin Nation for holding us in this sacred space today. And if you're ready, use your hands and arms to push off from the floor as you roll up through your spine. You might gently bring your hands together at the heart center. You can close your eyes here, or you can let your gaze rest where your little fingers meet. And here, taking a breath in, as you exhale, let the thumbs rest at the eyebrow center, asking to know your truth. Inhaling again as you exhale, thumbs to your lips for courage and confidence to speak your truth. Take another breath in as you exhale, thumbs to your heart center, allowing to feel the truth. Take another breath in as you exhale, bow your head towards your hands. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om, peace, peace, peace. Then inhaling, lifting your head. Thank you all for joining me. Namaste.